Hi everyone, it's Jama Malmi. Welcome back to another card making video. This card is for the Craft Roulette Challenge number 62. This is a really fun improvisational crafting show live on YouTube every Friday night. I've been a guest on the show with Mary before, and when I'm not a guest, when I'm able to, I like to watch the show and play along. So I thought I would record my card as I made it. So there's a wheel that decides what the parameters are for the card. And for this week, it was to make a slimline card, to do blue plus 2, so you had to have blue on your card plus 2 more colors, and then you could use neutrals, of course. You had to have critters, so I chose the unicorns, and you had to have sprinkles, so those are going to come in the sequins that I add later. So to create this card, I stamped these little unicorns with the intense black ink, and that is alcohol marker friendly. I am not the best colorer, so I'm just going to show you a very tiny bit of coloring, but I like to kind of outline my image if it's going to be white in the lightest color of gray that I have, and then take my colorless blender and sort of color around in circles to blend that out and give it just sort of a little bit of shadow. So that's what I'm doing here. This is the colorless blender, and then I'm going to go over it with some shine, because what unicorn is complete without some sparkle? So once I finish up all this blending, which is all around the whole perimeter of the unicorn, then I'm going to cover the whole body with the clear shimmer brush and just wait until the end. I'm going to show a close-up of that shimmer that you can really catch it in the light, and it looks awesome. So I went ahead and colored the unicorns, and I wanted to focus more on the background because this is a really fun technique. This is a DIY stencil. So I just cut this clouds border with my Cricut, and I'm using glacier ink to sort of add some color and make those little cloud patterns on the background. And I want to line it up each time so that it's not the same pattern on top of each other each time. And even though each line doesn't go all the way off the edge, you totally can't tell. This is a very forgiving process. So even if it's not lined up perfectly like this, you totally can't tell in the end, and it looks very organic and looks really good. So in the beginning, I didn't start, but I did want to let you know it's better if you dip your brush in the ink and then pounce it on your matte or scratch paper before bringing it onto the paper. Otherwise, you kind of have a darker splotch where you put the brush down, and so you want to eliminate that. And since I can't start off the paper on each time because I'm doing it right in the middle of the card, it helps to kind of pounce it off each time. So as I go along here, you can see that I'm getting all this wonderful color on my stencil, which is just cardstock. So after I go around the whole perimeter of this card base, I thought, well, that's a shame to waste that cloud pattern that I had just put all that ink on. And so I decided to use that along the bottom of my card. And as I was creating this, I really didn't know what direction I was going. I knew I wanted to have a fluffy cloud background, and then I lined up the stencil at the bottom and I liked that. And so I thought, well, it'd be pretty to have a bunch of fluffy clouds. So this is that smaller cloud, or one of the medium clouds, is the cloud that comes with that rainbow thin cut. And then the other ones are from a Lawn Fawn cloud set. So I've got, I think, 3 or 4 different size clouds here, 4 different size clouds. And I'm doing the same process of putting some ink around the edges of these clouds so that they just had ink around the edges and had a little bit of white on the inside to help give it extra dimension. And I thought it would be fun to have some pink clouds too, because hey, when you have unicorns, anything goes. Thought it'd be fun to have them kind of flying through some pink clouds. And I think that this just looks really fun. And as I was laying everything out, I spaced out the clouds so that they were just kind of evenly balanced across the card. Got a lot of real estate to cover here. And Made sure that they were all evenly spaced. I ended up actually adding another pink cloud in the end as well. So you won't see that in the process, but it is in the final pictures. I had 4 clouds, decided I needed an odd number to look better, so I ended up with 5 pink clouds. I put the unicorns on foam tape, and I put some of the clouds on foam tape as well, I think. So you'll see a lot of the dimension at the end when I give a really nice close-up video. So I just cut off all of the excess that was hanging off of the card, and then I needed a sentiment, and this Sunny Days Ahead stamp set, I think that's what it's called. I will link that, and all the supplies I used down below had the perfect sentiment for this card. And for the sprinkles, I added first a few little stamps. These little star stamps or diamond stamps come with the unicorn stamp set. And then I added some sequins around as well and just sprinkled those around in an odd number. And that was it. That's pretty much going to complete the card. This looks so fun and dimensional and sparkly in person. Look at that shine and the dimension. It's so fun. I just really love how this turned out, and I hope you do too. And I hope you'll give Craft Roulette a try. I will link the YouTube channel down below. It's every Friday night at 6:30, and tomorrow's show just happens to be a really special episode with 3 guest crafters, so that'll be really fun. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Have a great day.